Stop submitting generic resumes to job positions. Really, it doesn't help your case, because what you find is that once you keep submitting, you've applied to like 50 roles and then you're getting a lot of rejections because you're not taking the time to tailor your resume. Hello everyone and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Rhoda Olabisi. If for the first time, I need you to smash that subscribe button, okay? It really helps my channel to grow. Alright, so in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through how to stand out as a recent graduate who is job searching with little to no experience at all. Now, the first tip I'm going to talk about is volunteering. Now, volunteering is perhaps the easiest way for you to gain experience or develop transferable skills as a student or a recent graduate. So let's say, for example, your goal is to work as a social media marketer or social media manager at a big corporation, right? And you are a fresh graduate, you did not study anything related to social media management, and you want to work at a big corporation as a social media manager. What I'll do if I was in that position is to talk to a friend or a family who has a business and let them know that, okay, in 3 to 6 months, I want to help your business grow a strong online presence, right? Now, when you've gotten someone who has agreed to give you that 3 to 6 months to help them build their online presence for free. Now, what you want to do is you want to help them create a strategy to help increase their traffic, their engagement, and online presence, right? And during that 3 to 6 months, all you have to do is you have to make sure you're tracking your metrics. You have to track every single thing you're doing, and also track the progress that you're making, such that when you are done with that 3 to 6 months, even if you have not made like a very significant progress, you've made some progress, right? And you can put that on your CV when you're looking to now apply for paid roles as a social media manager. Now, what that will look like on your CV is once you are done with that engagement for like a period of time, a couple of months, what you want to do is go to your CV, put in the social media intern or social media manager, put the name of the company, XYZ Foods Limited. Then under the key achievement or the responsibility section, you can say you increased web traffic by 70% by identifying and optimizing SEO keywords. The second achievement you can also put is you increase the followers on IG, LinkedIn, and Facebook by 150% by implementing a social media strategy focused on user engagement. Look for ways to couch what you've done in professional language such that you can communicate the value that you added to the company within those couple of months. In that way, that is how you gain like 6 months experience. And when you're applying to a paid role now, you can communicate your value. When someone picks up your CV, they can say that, oh, this person has done something in social media management. Not that you are coming now as a fresh graduate and submitting a CV, you study, say, business education, and it's like, where is the correlation between what you studied and the role you're applying for? There's no correlation. There's no reason why someone would want to shortlist you for an interview. But if you have something that is similar or that is relevant to the role you're applying for, it really helps your case, right? So I think the first thing that you want to do is consider volunteering. The same thing applies to if you are a product manager, if you are looking to start a career in UI UX design, right? Build your portfolio, have something to offer on your CV, and volunteering is what I think is the easiest way, because that way nobody's money is at stake. You are the one who is showing your commitment to breaking into that career field. You're the one who is showing your commitment to trying to get a job in the particular role that you're interested in. Now, the second tip I'd like to talk about is getting certified in your field of interest. Now, I'm not talking about taking one course on Coursera or EDX. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about professional certifications. I'm talking about ICANN for accountants, CIPM for HR professionals, PMP for project management, those kind of professional courses. What these professional courses do is that they add some sort of credibility to what you're bringing to the table. Okay, let's take an example. There are two people who just graduated from university. They both studied accounting. Now, they're both interested in working for the Big Four, right? And they both finished with the 2-1. Now, one person is chartered, one person has completed their ICANN while they were in school, for example, and the other person doesn't have that professional qualification. Let's just say, based off their CV, if a recruiter is looking at those two CVs, the two CVs are very identical. They both finished with a 2-1, they both studied accounting, they both went to a very good school, but the only differentiating factor is the professional certification. Who do you think that they are going to actually consider just based on their CV? Of course, they are going to consider someone who has a professional certification, because that speaks to their credibility. That is a kind of tests of knowledge. So that's just a credible way for you to increase your advantages of getting shortlisted or called for an interview, right? So now what that would look like on your CV, of course, is whichever the professional certification that you've taken. What you want to do is you want to put Associate Chartered Accountant, the year you took the course. And what you can also do is also put the technical skills that you've developed. If, for example, you took account, you can put financial reporting. If you did CIPM, you can put performance management. Just look for the technical skills that you've developed as a result of the course that you've taken. Just put it beneath the title or the professional certification that you've taken. And the third point I'm going to talk about is tailoring your resume. I feel like people have said it repeatedly, but I still feel like people still need to hear it repeatedly because a lot of people are still making these mistakes. Stop submitting generic resumes to job positions. Really doesn't help your case, because what you find is that once you keep submitting, you've applied to like 50 roles and then you're getting a lot of rejections because you're not taking the time to tailor your resume. Okay, so let's take an example that 2 different companies are hiring for the role of a social media manager. But because you're not taking the time to read the job description, you don't know what is required of this same role at these 2 different companies. Let's say company A, for example, have included in their job description that they want someone who is an expert in search engine optimization, but company B did not put that in their job description, right? You as a person who is interested in social media management, because you already have a CV that is tailored to social media management, you submit the same CV to company A and company B. That is not going to help your case. You have to take out the time to tailor the CV to the first role that says that you want an expert in search engine optimization. So what you want to do is make sure that you've included those keywords on your CV. Talk about a time when you were able to drive engagement or online traffic to a particular website because you're able to use specific keywords to drive engagement. That's what you have to include. But when you company B's application, you don't necessarily have to add that because it's not required. So this is how you tailor your resume. Imagine you submit the CV you're going to submit to company B to company A now, but there's nothing speaking to search engine optimization. You've already cut yourself short because that's what they're looking for, and they've looked at your CV. Even though it's a CV tailored to a social media manager role, but you don't have specific things that they've required because you've not read the job description, you are not doing yourself any favors. So take out the time to always tailor your CV. Even though all the roles you're applying for, you're still project manager, applying. Your CV is already tailored to project management, right? Just submit. You're not doing yourself any favors. Read the job description. Look at the keywords that are repeating on the job description and make sure that you are replicating the same thing on your CV for these different roles. So just a recap, the 3 tips that I think are very, very important for you as a recent graduate or someone who is looking to break into a particular industry. Number 1, you need to be open to volunteering. I know that it can be difficult because of course you have to make money for your work, right? The second thing is that make sure that you are getting your certifications, right? Make sure you're taking professional certification to add to your credibility. And the third thing is that make sure you're tailoring your CV. Do not just submit generic CVs to different job openings that you're seeing. Make sure you take the pain and just take the extra 5 minutes to just tweak a couple of things that suits the particular role that you're applying to. Also, as a bonus for all of you who have watched the end, I have a free CV template I'm going to make available to every one of you. All you have to do is click on the link in my description box. It's going to take you to a website where you can download the free CV from, and you're welcome. And that has brought us to the end of today's video. Do not forget, if you have any questions that are relevant to the kind of videos that I make on this channel, do not forget to drop them in the comment section, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up.